All right, so today's lesson we're going to talk about text, okay? And so what we're going to do here is over here again, I have my folder HTML, and we have the last lesson, the previous lesson where we talked about headers, that's in that folder. So I'm going to highlight this folder here, and I'm going to click on New File, and I'm going to name this one lesson2.html. You can name it whatever you choose to for right now. That's really not important right now, but I'm going to name mine lesson2. Okay, so here again, I'm going to start this puppy up, HTML:5. We'll look at what this document means later on here in the title tag. We'll explore that in just a minute, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say H1 and I'm going to say text on the inside, okay? Now, we're going to introduce this new element, and that is the paragraph element, and that is represented by the P tags, okay? So I'm going to say, again, the less than P tag, greater than, and you see the closing P tag shows up, and I'm going to type in this is paragraph text. Okay, that's simple. All right, now I need to go and locate that file. Okay, when I do, I click on it, and you see nothing pops up right now. That's because I did not save, so now I'm going to save what I have here, and then refresh, and there it is, text. This is paragraph text. All right, so let's type something else. I'm going to do another P tag, and I'm going to say this is more text. How cool is this? Now, so you don't have to type that. You can type whatever you choose. So there it is right there. And we see what happens is each time I create a P tag, okay, it's going to create a new paragraph, okay? So you see that there is this line spacing that's happening here. So watch this. Now what I'm going to do, we're going to try something different. I'm going to do a P tag. And inside this P tag, I'm going to type in this strange stuff. I'm going to type lorem, and I'm going to say 200, and then hit enter. And when I do that, look at what pops up. Now, yours may not look like this, okay? If you're just now using Visual Studio Code for the very first time, or the second time actually, I'm using WordWrap, okay? What you would need to do, if you go to your settings, okay, and see I already have it up here, WordWrap. I have it set to on. Let me go back. Where did it go? Oh, there you are. Aha. So now I'm going to turn my WordWrap off, okay? So yours might look like this right now, where everything is on this one line, okay? I don't like that. Some people are okay with it. I'm not. So what I do is I like to turn my WordWrap on. Okay, then I can close my settings. And so now everything fits inside of the window, so I don't have to scroll left to right. And no matter how wide or small my window is, everything fits in there. Okay, cool. So yeah, what lorem is basically placeholder text, and this again goes back into days of newspaper. We talked about that in the last lesson. Uh, but lorem is just placeholder text. Doesn't mean anything, although I don't recommend reading that because you might conjure up some evil dragon that'll like set the world on fire or something. But no, it doesn't really mean anything. It's just placeholder text so that whoever is managing the site, okay, they can fill that placeholder text with whatever text needs to go there. But as for us, for developers, unless it's our personal site, we don't really care about the text that's on the inside. We just need to put something there for the spacing purposes. So anyway, I have that up. I'm going to save this and go back here and refresh. And here you see there's my lorem right there. Okay. So again, new P tag. So that means it's creating another paragraph here. Okay. Also, notice how everything is going. The text is going to go all the way to the end of the browser window, and then it's going to wrap. Okay. So it doesn't matter how wide or small your browser window is. Um, the text is just going to fit in there like so. Okay. That's cool. If you didn't get that, again, pause the video and try to work on it. And your lorem may not look like mine, word for word. That's fine. It shouldn't. But this should apply. Now, when I put lorem 200, okay, so if I come back here, I'm going to do lorem 50 just so you can see what's happening here. If I say P and then lorem 50, and then I hit enter. So what this does, what that number at the end of lorem is basically saying this is how many lorem words that I want to have. Okay, so when I did lorem 200, that made 200 lorem words. Lorem 50 gives me 50 lorem words. If I just type, if I just type lorem by itself and hit enter, I don't know what the number is specifically. I mean, I could count that, but I'm not going to. But it gives me a fair number of lorem. And so refresh it, and there you see there's my lorem text. Okay, so now let's put these together. Let's put our headers and stuff together. So I already have an H1 there. So I'm gonna do an H2, and I'll put my name, Satch. Okay, and then I'll do an H3, and I'll say hobbies. Okay, now under here, I'm gonna put a P tag, and I'm gonna say I like to code, collect vinyl, DJ, read, and let's say watch sports. Okay. And I'll do another H3. I'll do H3 foods I like. Let me capitalize that L. I'll do another P tag and I'll say I like to eat, I guess, tacos, because who doesn't? Sushi. I don't know. I really eat to live. Pizza. And I'll just say ethnic cuisines, because I like foods from other cultures. Yeah. So I'll save this and then refresh. And here, this is what the headers are for, what they represent again. It is to say, okay, this piece of content right here is specific to this header. So hobbies, that's an H3, and I say, okay, I like to do these things. Foods I like, and then the paragraph text goes there. So this is text, real simple. Few things you would need to know. Again, lorem, that's just placeholder text. So you can use that when you need to. Each time you create a P tag, okay, that's going to create a paragraph. So it's going to do your line spacing in there. And also remember, if you need to word wrap, I like to do it. And again, going back to our previous lesson with the headers, you see here, this is what the headers are used for. So we don't use headers for size purposes, okay? We use them to section off different pieces of content. All right, that's this lesson real quick. Again, I told you these lessons, I'll try to go through them pretty quickly, okay? But if you need to pause the video anytime or go back and look at it, please do. Again, I'm Satch. Thank you all for watching. The next lesson, we're going to look at lists.